Everybody gangsta, but we never see you flexing on your true enemies. Hey, I forgive myself for what I plan to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you. Your destruction is my goal. I decided to let you know you are done here. I call upon the spirit of the beast sleeping inside our people to awaken. I call for the spirit of warfare to come sit upon the south side. Hey, I forgive myself for what I plan to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you. Your destruction is my goal. I decided to let you know you are done here. All of your tricks, all of your schemes, evil dreams, and all of your lies, all of your murdering my people in the scheme of things just seems to be buying us time. Time to repair, prepare, and shake this irrational fear of you. Time for us to shave our hair to prepare for the final fight with you. Hey, I forgive myself for what I plan to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you. Your destruction is my goal. I decided to let you know you are done here. Murder is your pleasure, kill for less. A devil tester, evil jester, nigga blesser. Always running with the beast. Whenever you get around, bullets flying, people dying, baby crying. Hear the siren, all destruction must increase. Government cooperation and alignment. Your assignment is to murder all the people of originality. You are never to be trusted. So disgusting is your presence. Manchurian candidate will destroy new society. Everybody gangsta, but we never see you flexing on your true enemies. Hey, I forgive myself for what I plan to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you. Your destruction is my goal. I decided to let you know you are done here.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you all are doing okay. Everything is good with you. And all is well so far, man. While I was out and not doing shows and doing recordings and lives, what I've been thinking, man. I did not really know what exactly I wanted to make my channel about. know, I know some people they do. The big thing is relationships, obviously, because we as Black people need a giant bit of help in that area, and you know, as they say, two heads, two brains are better than one. But we need many brains for what we got going on out here in these disastrous relationships we got. And truthfully speaking, you know, we got to learn how to relate. Long before we make a troop, we're gonna have to learn some relation skills. But I want to know. I wanted to know where I could actually make a touchdown. And I figured, since I know many things, I just, use all of it. But I have to be strategic with it. So I know I'm a scientist. I know I'm a, musician, singer, and all of this junk. I know that. I know I'm, on the revolutionary side. And I do, a couple of other things. But the most pertinent ideas, I want to stick with those. So I say the relationships and technology type things and the revolutionary stuff because it all goes together in some weird kind of way. I think I can do that. So tonight, what we're going to do is survival suggestions regarding technology. And I picked that because of what's going on out here in the political world. We have Vladimir Putin saying that he was going to send some nukes over here and, fry us all on behalf of the Caucasians that can't, leave people alone and mind their own damn business. And I think that's a bit messed up, but this is where this government has got us to. So since we are not in charge and we're just, on the ride that's going straight to hell, I'm like, okay, well, bet. Since we can't go up there and stop the nuke from flying, I guess all we can do is gather up our stuff and hope we can have enough things that will shield us from whatever comes. Whatever that looks like. Depending on where you are, the nuke might not hit there. I know I'm right here, Fort Bragg, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And you got Washington, D.C. You got all the military bases. You got 29 Palms Marine Base. You got Camp Pendleton Marine Base. You got Quantico Marine Base. You got Japan. Oh, you got all the Army bases. There's so many of those. The most important one, Army base, is right here. And then you got Washington on this side and Quantico on this side and Camp Lejeune. So I'm like, okay, they might just obliterate, the East Coast. And then you got the nuclear silos that are out there, in the Midwest, in the mountains area. So I'm like, okay, bet. If we can gather up enough technologies where we can, help ourselves to be shielded from some of the loss. Like if they were to send an EMP, electromagnetic pulse weapon, into the sky, basically it's a nuke. Nuclear weapons create giant electromagnetic pulses. And when you send it up high enough into the ionosphere, the electromagnetic pulse will come down in a way that it will fry all electronics. Anything within, an IC circuit or a chip, computer chip in it, it's going to be fried. So that means if your car is not from the 1980s, the early 1980s, your car's not going to work anymore. All your little technology, before, well, after 1989, not going to work. You see? So pretty much we are dependent upon the high technology and the chips, and that's in all our technology now. So they figure they're going to get us in one or two ways. They couldn't get us with the mass whack zine. So in order to, get us this time, they're going to have to make us bow in some other kind of way. Trying to move in this Fed now nonsense. They're making the United States dollar a digital currency like Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of these other, types. But they're putting I'm thinking they're going to, move in on a system that has signatures and accents of China. Because China is on a social credit system where everybody's check is dependent upon how they behave in public, and there's artificial intelligence cameras everywhere. They see how you acting, they see how you walking around. Then somebody doesn't like how you said something online, they can shut your payoff, or they could take a couple of dollars out of your account. That's tyranny. Sorry about that. That's tyranny. And I'm really not for that. If people were to be put on that system in the United States, we already know how that's going to go. We already know. The United States is one of the most corrupt countries, if not the first corrupt country on the planet. And the most destructive, the most hypocritical. Always in somebody else's business, but at home, you got a disaster area. This is the United States. And these are the very people who was out here starting this war and getting us into a very complicated situation. So I'm going to say, we need to start preparing for their foolery, whatever that may look like. And how we do that is going to need to be very strategic, because they're trying to cut off our financial system, so we, will not be able to buy certain things, and everything we buy is being surveilled. They're trying to regulate how many millionaires and billionaires there are of our kind, black people, okay? Because they don't need any of us getting any ideas. They need to make it real easy to shut your card off, or shut your money off, or you won't take this shot. Well, We're going to take that money. We're going to take that house. We're going to take whatever you got. This is where we're going. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you all some things. There are 2 or 3 ways you can help yourself when it comes to saving your technology. Okay. So if there were to be an EMP blast, what would you lose? Like I said before, everything with computer chips in it. That's pretty much everything. You take your little stuff apart, and you see little black, long, things that look like spiders, squares, look like spiders. Those are the chips that drive everything. They got the programs inside. They have all the little information that stores the RAM and the ROM and all of that stuff. That is the brains of everything you got. You got a walkie-talkie now. It's not just simple a couple of transistors with a couple of capacitors and a couple of resistors and no. They got chips in there. Circuits are not simple like they used to be. So when those chips are destroyed, everything is destroyed. We'll be knocked back to the Stone Age, basically. Okay? This is one of the reasons why they're trying to push us all to get these electric cars, which is kind of asinine when you think about it. They say, "Oh, climate change, or you need to use an electric car." But to use the electric car, you need gas to run the charging stations. Because where's the power coming from? Was it not just a couple of years ago? We was having a power grid issue when Texas was trying to secede from the United States. They were trying to become their own little, country again. And all of a sudden, they had a power outage they had a out of nowhere snowstorm. Okay. Snowstorm just came out of nowhere in Texas. Crap out of here. That was freaking HARP. That was HARP all day. Oh, Texas, you wanna leave the family? Huh? The dysfunctional so-called United States family? You wanna leave? All right, bet. Snowstorm for you. Power outage for you. Cold for you. Frozen for you. That's what happened. Got a couple of people down there, and it was like, yo, that was the most freaky thing ever. Snowstorm in Texas like that out of nowhere. As just as we trying to secede and get away from this foolery called, the United Snakes. Yeah, bullcrap. So, if you want to avoid losing everything, you will have to know a couple of things about science. Okay. You want to stop the wave. Okay, what is the wave? The electromagnetic pulse wave. What stops those types of waves? There's a couple of metals. Lead. You got aluminum. Aluminum has those properties where it stops microwaves. Okay. Then you have, high EMF, electromagnetic frequency waves. Okay. You need something that is a step above the aluminum. That is a special coating that, is most of the times used on stealth, aircraft like F-35s and F-22s. You can get this material from, there's companies that make it and sell it on Amazon. So if you wanted something that would, say you wanted to make your own aircraft, all right, but you didn't want the FAA to know you were up there, you would get that material, to paint your vehicle in 2 layers, inside and outside, so that when that radar hits, at a certain height, I think it's what 20,000 feet, 10, 50, it's 15,000 feet or 20,000 feet that radar hits and starts, surveilling. But once you hit that radar cloud, you want to be able to absorb those radar waves, not reflect them back. Because once you reflect those waves back to the station, then they know you're there, and they can scramble some F-35s to get you up out the sky. So you don't want that. But you can use that same material to absorb the waves, electromagnetic frequency waves. It absorbs it. Okay. When I was making a car computer, I was using neodymium magnets to mount the computer inside the car system. I wanted to put it on the roof because I got a Jeep, and the hard points on the roof, you're able to stick the magnets on. But I recognized when I would turn the computer on, it would not function properly due to the fact that the copper traces inside your circuitry also are affected by electromagnetic waves. And these magnets are extremely strong. So I experimented with it and I took the magnets off. Took the magnets off, it performed perfectly. Put the magnets back on, malfunction. So even through the aluminum case, the magnetic field was still affecting it. So we know that an EMP is not going to exactly be stopped by the aluminum. So you need that coating on top of the aluminum to stop millimeter waves, which is, like Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth. Like if somebody trying to spy on your phone or whatever the hell, you can just throw some aluminum on it, throw it in an aluminum case, whatever, and it'll stop those waves. But if you want to stop your chips from being fried, you need the electromagnetic frequency blocker and absorber chemical. You would get you a case, like one of those military cases, hard cases. You would paint the inside and the outside and gloss it over a couple of times, and then you would layer it with some I say you get you some some glue, whatever, and paint the inside of that case and layer on aluminum foil, the thick kind, the heavy duty kind, not the cheap junk. Straight heavy sheets. Then you would lay all your electronics in there, get you some brand new laptops, get you a couple of brand new, walkie-talkie sets, not the cheap junk. The ones that you can listen to all the frequencies on, get you some frequency jammers. Also, you need those. Yes, they're illegal, but who gives a damn? Who gonna know you got it? You need everything they tell you not to have. Everything. You got some switches, keep those. You got some jammers and blockers, keep those. Whatever they say illegal, keep it. Forget them. These are some of the most devilish, evil individuals on the face of this planet. We need to do whatever we can do, safeguard ourselves from them. They've been back and forth with this whole gun control foolery for about 20 something years now. And every year and a half, there's always these super, mass deleting events what these Caucasians doing, and sometimes they try to throw in a black person, but it never really works. We know that's not us. This time they did it with a transgender. Crap out of here. That has agenda written all over it. But yeah, let me look up this coding real quick. Let me see. Frequency radar. Huh. They remembered it from last time I looked it up. Good. Radar absorbing material. What the hell? I'm about sick of this thing. Hold on. Right here and see. Here we are. So we got some radar absorbing paint for cars. Okay. This is just an example. Okay, it's absorbing the frequency. This is similar to, the chemicals that are used on, stealth fighter planes and all of this junk. But naturally, they would say this on my computer. I think I done been hacked or some junk, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, you got Petite Black Widow, Racing, Anti-Fouling. This is one. You got Impersealed. You got Warmore, Radio Frequency, Electromagnetic Frequency Paint. They wouldn't like that. But you see what it is. Okay. What you would do, electromagnetic radiation, EMR. You got EMR, EMF. Okay. EMF, electromagnetic frequency. EMR, electromagnetic radiation. Okay. This is the shielding for that. Get this on Amazon. Naturally, they're gonna block. Uh, get in this way. Probably not. This is some foolery. But you see what's going on. Okay. What you would need to do, I would say, get this one: electromagnetic radiation shielding. Then you would get one of these. Really, very uh, uh, equipment. Yeah, get you some cases like these. You can go to your, you live close to like a military base, you can go to the military surplus store. They're a really good one. Like if you're close to a Marine base or a really busy Army base, they're gonna have stuff in here like this, especially if they do like special ops and heavy stuff, like Fort Bragg does. This type of stuff is always in. I know in Pennsylvania when I was there, when I was driving trucks and stuff, they had a couple of stacks of these cases that the military sells to them. And you can buy them. You can transform them into whatever you need them to be. Waterproof. Paint the insides of them with that chemical. They could become your computer and whatever electronic storage. A lot of them have wheels on the bottom of them. Got wheels. I bought a laser from China. I keep it in a case like this, the black one with skate wheels on it. Mom, these wheels are going to degrade depending on how heavy whatever you got here is in there. So you will have to replace these with skate wheels, the inline skate wheels. I got inline skates, so I bought some extra wheels for my case. I put them on a couple of days ago. Like that. That will help you be able to have some electronic devices when they pull this foolery. Go through these cases, this one is a really good one. That's really good. See that in the inter rim right there? That was for a server. Those are what they keep servers in. Different type servers when they're running missions in the field or wherever the hell they be. Yeah. Also, if we are going to be out here with no money, say somebody says something, the Caucasian doesn't like, and they start shutting black people's, money off for protesting against whatever it was. You're gonna be stuck with no money. You're not going to be able to pay your bills, not going to be able to do anything. That's what they want. They want 100% absolute control. They want you to be, moldable and controllable. And the only way they can do that is to keep your ability to have finances under their control. Absolutely. It is 100% illegal, but they make the laws. And unless the people revolt and fight them and delete them, they're going to keep doing it. So we're going to need things. I know we speak about bullets and having bullets. You can barter with bullets, okay? How many of us have stockpiles of bullets? Not many black people have stockpiles of bullets. That's Caucasians that have that. You got some black people who do. They got really good jobs. They can go to the store every other, payday and buy a couple of cases of bullets. Not all of us can do that. So, what would I propose? Those of us who are handy with some circuitry, I would propose that you scavenge. You see old computers, old printers somewhere, I know people who dumpster dive. Anytime you go to like a store or a factory, ride around the back to see what they got in the dumpster. They throw out their old computers and things all the time, their old machinery. Dig those circuits out. The circuits and chips inside are more valuable than bullets. You ever think? China is after Taiwan. Taiwan is basically the chip creator of the planet, basically. All the chips that have ever been made within the last 30 years have been made in Taiwan. So if Taiwan goes under, Chinese control, the United States is going to have to make their own chips and all of this junk. And that means the chips that are already out here become super valuable, because how are you going to get chips from China when you're the enemy? Or they're the enemy. Okay? You can get the boards from out of the trash. You can take those chips off. It's an easy thing to do. Let me see. Hold on. This is a bag of some components that I took out of a old printer from like 1999. Got some inductors in there, got some little transformers in there, bunch of capacitors in there, electrolytic capacitors in there. All of this stuff is going to be valuable. Okay? All of it. Some people are going to be doing exactly what I'm talking about. This is going to be thousands and thousands of people. But not everybody is going to be saving chips. And for those thousands of people who did save stuff, some of their stuff is going to break. You want to be one of the ones who has the equipment that can repair their stuff. That means they can, you can ask them for whatever you want. Hey, Mr. White Man, you need a chip to repair whatever the hell you got. What kind of food you got up in there? Let's see. What kind of bullets you got up in there? What kind of guns you got? Let me get one of them off of you. You understand? You got chips. You got power. You can make a surveillance system. You got computers. You got a bunch of computers that work. Okay? There is not going to be any internet for us, but you can create transmitters. You can create receivers. You can create all types of things. You got cameras. All your cameras have basically little computers inside. So you need to save you a bunch of those. You can find cameras in the trash, take the cameras out of the devices and save them. I know it sounds disgusting, like some hoarding, but this is what it is. This is how Caucasians have been getting ahead. This is how they've been surviving. You know, us having technological skills or skills in any type of survival at all is going to basically draw a line in the sand between those black people who survive and those who self-destruct, basically. Not even mentioning, the after effects of everything once people realize that there's no more stores and there's no more food. Like, if you survive, people trying to attack your house and steal your cars and whatever the hell they're going to be doing crazy. If you survive all of that, okay, now comes the time when you got to go out here and actually do stuff like we did in the old days when cataclysms came. That's going to be the hard part. So I just wanted to put a little bit of something out here. I'm going to do more next time. Got this kid with me. So stuff is kind of, non-easy. But yeah, I know it's late. About to get over here. But I just wanted to say that we need to be thinking about, what has been going on out here. Here we have who is he? The Cash App creator. Cash App creator was murdered. This guy was taken out. Now, some people will be like, oh, it was just random. No, it was not. It was not random at all. That was on purpose. Okay? All of these crypto billionaires were murdered off. It started, what was it? 2020? It started in 2020. They've been plotting with this money thing, trying to get rid of these guys because they are a giant threat. If you're going to have control of all the so-called money systems, you got to get rid of the people who are liberating people from the system that you are trying to force upon them. The cryptocurrency, the digital currency, that pretty much was the freedom from, the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not a natural thing. It's not a federal entity. It is a private entity naming itself federal. The Rothschild people, them. Okay? Federal Reserve, uh, what would you call them? They're a cabal. Okay, they control all the money, but they wanted all the money to be uh, based on debt alone, not based on anything dealing with minerals or you know uh, yeah, minerals, gold, silver, copper, elements. They didn't want that. They wanted to be straight debt notes, paper. That way they could just print trillions of the stuff and it never be worth anything. That way they can shoot the worth of it up and down and cause these inflations that have been going on for the past 70 years. So, with the killing off of the Cash App guy, the killing off of the other young Ethereum, well, whatever crypto he had, killing off of him, and there was another one, another crypto billionaire. He was mysteriously, you know, X'd out. They got all these dudes missing. Now, what do? You say, oh, well, the family doesn't know where his assets went because the feds took it. And what do they do with all that cryptocurrency? Same thing they do with all the money. They fund themselves and do more black missions. There's $1 billion in cryptocurrency. It's free of tax, free of charge, free of whatever the hell. However they got it, they're the creators. So they knew what they were doing in creating it. That's the threat. Say the Federal Reserve wants everybody to spend their money in their money, but they got all this $1 billion crypto junk. They're not going to use the Federal Reserve money. Because for what? I'm a billionaire in crypto. It would never take hold. So they have to take out the most powerful crypto people. And that's a problem. That is a problem. I don't understand how people who amass all of these types of, high finances, don't think that they need, some type of security and some type of gangsterish individuals around them at all times. Like I don't get that. We know what kind of government we have. We know. These people are ruthless and disgusting. They rule under the color of the law instead of the actual law. Okay, they make laws for me and not for themselves. We know that, so we have to always be prepared for what it is that they're bringing to us. I just wanted to say that. That's just a little bit, just a little bit. Care a lot about my people, but I feel like we're kind of doomed. Miss Tammy Dorsey says, peace and blessings, my brother. Good day, man. I feel like we're doomed, man. I really do. Like, there's only a very small amount of us who's going to, kind of make it through this thing, but barely. It kind of makes me sad to feel to foresee this stuff because I'm a builder. Okay, I'm a builder. I also ride high with the Most High. And, I'm a church kid. I'm not just a church kid. I roll with the gifts too. Sometimes you get them dreams and them visions. And there's a lot in there that the Most High is saying. Like, a lot of us is not going to make it. And I'm sad about that thing. People is just out thinking stuff is a joke, working around, fooling around, throwing their families in the trash. Like, in this time, you're gonna need your family, especially if you're a woman. You're gonna need your family. You're gonna, your husband, your kids, especially if they're older. You're gonna need them. They're gonna need to help you. How many black men are there out there that have, scientific knowledge and ability to create and recreate on the level of the white man? How many of us are out there? I can go on and tell you it's not many. On the Caucasian side, they everywhere. On the Asian side, they're everywhere. On the Indian side, they're everywhere. But how many of us is it? It's not that many. The very things that we laugh at each other, about, or we laugh at dudes for wanting to be a part of, is the very stuff that could keep you surviving in the end. The dudes that's not at the party, the dudes that's at the house studying, they learning equations, they're learning physics, they're learning math, they're learning science, they're learning how to manipulate atoms and things. They're not at the party. They're not chasing the BB aliens. They're not even chasing the white girls. They're just doing what they do. Them dudes get shunned and laughed at. But then, when they come around with something you need, now it's, oh, there you are. Nah. Forget that. Sun Temple says, Black Power family, what's going on? Hold on, let me turn this fan off. Yeah, my baby over there coughing and junk. I don't want her to wake up. Not gonna be on here this long. It's much longer, but yeah. Sun Temple says, all the best blessings to you. Same to you, and I want us to be prepared. I really do. I want us to be prepared. There's so many things I could talk about. I just would have to make a show layout of it, basically, and run down all of the items that will need to be got, all the ideas you need to be having in your head, so you can have a clue out here. Like having a generator, knowing the basics of a gas engine, but running hydrogen through it instead of gas. then you would need to make a hydrogen generator. Easy to do. You can do that by, buying a couple of stainless steel plates from your, local hardware store or your fabrication company. We have a steel fabrication company up the street. I can go get stainless steel plates cut all day because I'm a company myself, but that's who does my work for me. They cut my junk, slice it up, make it whatever. I get it from them and throw my laser junk on it or whatever I do. You get those plates, line them up like you're supposed to, get the proper bolts, stainless steel, your rubber washers, the plastic washers, connect them like you're supposed to connect them, wire them up like you're supposed to wire them, add the chemicals into the water, place the plates in the water, turn it on. Make sure your bubbler is on there, so you don't have any backflow to your ignition source, or your gas source. And you create an hydrogen, and you can run that into your gas, generator. Instead of having to go to a gas station and get gas in a time like that. You could do that with your car too. There's so many things we could do. But I really would suggest that everyone go find those chemicals that I was just listing. The military anti-radar paints. Oh, where is it? That's not it. What the hell am I doing? Okay, EMF. Okay. Paint. Yes, here it is. Okay. You could get some of this right here. This will help you block the electromagnetic pulse or the EMP, okay, from destroying your chips and whatever devices you have. Okay? Put this paint on whatever case it is, military case. Like I was saying, get you some military cases. Some heavy duty military cases like these. The expensive ones, not the cheap junk. Put all your radios, your laptops, whatever you can, take the foam out, and you would paint inside there. The whole thing. You would paint it. Take that foam out, paint that the box inside, let it dry, and then paint it again another time. And then on the outside, you would paint it like that too. Same thing. And then you would take some thick, some heavy duty aluminum foil, and you would glue it in there. Then you put the foam back in. Do the same thing in the bottom. That would keep the EMP from destroying, all of your electronic stuff. So I would have you go and buy some laptops, brand new laptops, you know what I'm saying, heavy duty joints. Yeah. Buy that. Get you some radios, you know, if you can afford some Raspberry Pi computers, the little, mini computers, get some of those. I don't know if any of you all are technologists like me, but let me see. Very, very good. Well, now they have these on Amazon. Used to be on the actual store where the actual creator. So you go here, get you some of these microcontroller boards. Okay? You create anything you want with these. You can put artificial intelligence on it. You can turn it into a robot. You can turn it into some, a listening device. You can turn it into some type of communications device. Whatever you need. Get a couple of bags of these. This stuff is very powerful. You ever think? EMP blast comes and destroys everybody's stuff. Nobody is going to have this stuff but you. Sun Temple says it is amazing to see how many basic things about science that the black men and women on the continent of Africa had knowledge about before Europeans got here. Yeah, exactly. They knew. But you have to think, this is why we had the Library of Alexandria and why Mr. Caucasian, the Alexander, the Greek, because he was not great, had it destroyed. Burn. As a matter of fact, let me look that up. Who burned the Library of Alexandria? Oh. Says according to reports, Mark Antony gave Cleopatra 200,000 scrolls for the library well after Caesar's attack. Oh, Caesar. The second more famous burning of the library came at the hands of Theophilus, who was the patriarch of Alexandria from 385 to 412 CE. Yeah. Library of Alexandria was the African library of all the knowledge that black people had been given over thousands and thousands of years. And we knew that every time we go through a cataclysm, everything is destroyed. Or there's a flood or something happens. The information is destroyed. The languages are lost. The knowledge is lost. The technology is lost. We have to start all over from, from the ground. So, Anytime we got knowledge, what do? We talk to people, put it in the library. Somebody gets some more knowledge, some new revelations on some things, and we test it out, and it's 100%. Bet. Write it out, put it in the library. Caucasian saw it, was like, yo, what the hell is this? Oh, they think they smart, huh? Okay, yeah, bet. Fire. That's one of the reasons why the clay tablets that were found from, 15, 20, 30,000 or 100,000 years ago with cuneiform on it, written on stone. Can't burn that. Somebody was thinking. But I digress. These people always knew that we had to get things. These are Raspberry Pis. Damn it. What the hell, man? Let me just zoom in on it. Crap. These are Raspberry Pis, okay? These are computers in the palm of your hand. You could double wrap these with aluminum and paint the outsides with this paint. Okay? It will shield all your stuff from electromagnetic pulses, magnetic radiation inside your military case. Okay? All your little chips. If you buy any. Let's see. Pick micro controller. These. If you buy any of these, 78 cents. But they do so many things. You can program them and make them do all kinds of junk. Okay? You'll see how important these things are once there's none of them left and you have the only ones. Kimmy432 says, what's up? Salute King, what's up, man? You got MCUs right here, microcontroller MCUs. I just bought some PIC microcontrollers the other day and some capacitive touch controllers. I just bought some. Those look like these. Okay? This stuff is hella important. If you have none of it, you are tripping. These chips are money. If you do not have gold, if you do not have silver, if you have, nothing that anybody would want, you need to have some of these. Okay? You need to have those. Need to have you some, what do you call it? Capacitors. Capacitors. It look like this. Okay? This is an adjustable capacitor right here. All right? Variable capacitor. This is a polarized capacitor. This is an electrolytic capacitor. Okay? This is a ceramic capacitor. This blue one right here is for super high voltage. Like, you can make tasers with these. All right? This is for, you use these for microwaves and starting motors. Okay? This is an inductor right here. Choke coil, if you would. If you have any of this stuff and you know how to deal with it, you're going to be quite valuable out here. And you can ask people for whatever you want in a survival situation. In case you do not have bullets to trade with, you can get you some food by having stockpiles of this stuff. And you do not have to always buy it. You could just go through the computers in the trash, take them off of there, use your soldering iron, a heat gun, and just melt the liquid metal off of the sides. Take it off. Okay. You get a circuit that looks like this. See all these capacitors on there? That's money. Look at that. This is the transformer right here. Okay. This is one of those blue well, no, this is a ceramic capacitor. That's the high voltage one. You need that to smooth out the currents when you're going from AC to DC. You want to smooth out the wave and make sure it's not all rippled out. Okay. Camera modules. Let me see. Camera. These. See this? Look at the price of it. $872. $25. $488. You know how small that is? Look at this. This is money. You had some of these, people gonna be having their security systems, and they're gonna need some extra cameras. What happens if their camera lens goes out or their camera module goes out and you got some? If they know what they're doing, they can rehook their junk. See that? This is money. If you do not have bullets, you don't have beans. Okay? That's another thing. Get you some couple of packs of beans, all different kinds of beans and seeds and whatever the hell. Anything you eating with seeds in it, you need to save them seeds. That's money. Give a fool 5 seeds and a bullet and a chip and a camera lens. Tell them to go make do it. But nah, for real. But for real though, Sun Temple says, I watched a Chinese program on TV where the Chinese people had transistor and electronic parts the way you have, and they were building all types of things, and it appeared to me it was just what people would do. Right. But you have to think about where does all the electronic trash go? The United States sends all their electronic trash, like old computer boards, old motherboards, and all that thing. There's gold in those motherboards, okay? There's gold in them. I've sat and watched dudes take old processors. There's gold in processors, okay? You crush that thing, you crush it down, and then you put it in a crucible, in a furnace. You melt it, and then you do a chemical extraction, where you eliminate one element by introducing another, and then the end result is the gold. Okay, so gold is in the circuits. Why? Because gold is the fastest conductor of all the elements. It conducts, electricity and electrical information with the least amount of resistance possible. No heat. You see what I'm saying? So this is why gold will be needed in processors, because you don't, in those, within the millions of transistors that are inside a processor, that's a lot of heat being generated. So you would need to wire them up with gold, and you use the gold traces inside that processor to achieve that. But these are really small cameras, man. All this stuff you would need. Think about it. Look at that. Look at this one. Raspberry Pi camera. You can put this on those Raspberry Pi things that I just showed you, the little mini computers. You can put those on that. That's what those are for. So if you needed to build you a little robotic turret or whatever, you could get some of those microcontroller chips that I was showing you. Okay. Download you a couple of videos off of YouTube because there's hundreds of them out here that'll show you exactly what to do. Watch it, gather the components, make what you need to make. Go snatch the code off a line somewhere. It's online on GitHub. GitHub is a place where you go to you want to gather information on programming. Naturally, they wouldn't let me go. God, boy. But anyway, you go to this place, GitHub. You have all different types and kinds of people that are programmers, software developers, and they give you code for free. Okay? There's people out here who write good stuff, they write bad stuff, they write hacking script, they write all different types and kinds of things that you would need to run your stuff. You can also use ChatGPT. Okay? ChatGPT. Let me see. ChatGPT. Puppet. ChatGPT is a robot, basically. It's artificial intelligence. GPT. That basically can help you do whatever you want to do. Damn it, what the hell? I gotta look into this. What the hell is this not? Why is this not working? Anyway, ChatGPT is artificial intelligence that will help you do whatever it is that you need to do, providing you're not asking it to create some incendiary device. I use incendiary because I don't want to say the B word. Anyway. Ben Stolen says, Ben Stolen. Ben Stolen. You funny. Yeah. Ben Stolen says, bro, please look up the properties of shungite stones. This might be in the paint, possibly used as jewelry for children. Let me look that up. Anyway, I used ChatGPT to help me write a couple of programs that I've been trying to write for a couple of years now. And it did it in like five minutes. Not even 5. I'd say 1 minute. You see, shungite. Sun Temple says, Star. When I was in my 20s and 30s, one of my hobbies was radio control electronic airplanes, and some of the electric motors were very expensive, sometimes 900 or 800 a motor. I could not afford those. Yeah, I know. I used to do the same stuff. That my junk was, I would go to the remote control store to buy the components for my robots. Yeah. Until I realized I didn't want to control them. I wanted them to control themselves. So I started getting into the microcontrollers and the programming. Let's see. Oh yeah, shungite. EMF. Ding. Huh. There you go. Kaled rocks. Shungite powder. 230 grams. Half pound. Electromagnetic frequency shielding paint. Crafts. Organite supplies. Handmade soap and cosmetics. Hmm. 0-1 to 0-8 microns fraction. Hmm. I have to investigate that. Well, you could get the shungite stone yourself and crush it up and then test it on your own. Okay, here's a blog. Damn it. Would it be a good idea to use shungite powder to add to your paint for blocking EMFs? There is no scientific evidence to support the claim. I mean, that's why you test it, bro. The crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update my computer and my yeah, this is Linux. Okay. Linux is different. You have to be proactive with that. You have to protect everything yourself. With Windows, it's like you're a baby. But Windows throws a temper tantrum when it cannot do its updates. Linux does not do that. Kemet432 says water purifier should be a grounder. Oh, what? You can do a lot more with it. Sun Temple says they used to have an electronics store in the name of Radio Shack where they would, transist. Yeah, I used to stay in Radio Shack. Stayed in there. I spent so many thousands of dollars in there. Lord. I was done when they closed the doors. I was like, why? They was like, China. Damn it. So now you gotta go to China and buy all your, resistors and transistors and you know. Yeah, these are resistors right here. Baby waking up. Lord. Yeah, these are resistors. These are in everything. This was the invention of a black man. He created these. Without these, you would not be able to have a successful electronic interaction with things. Okay? Oh, Lord. Ah. Hold on. Let me get my booby. What was it? What? Yeah. What's up, Truth Teller 68, man? He said, "What's up, guy? Cool, man." Him at 432 says, "Heart, what's up?" Yeah, Sun Temple says, "Yes, I bought electronics uh from them, cameras, tape recorders, radios, all kinds of junk." Yeah, man. Yeah, when you were talking about the water purifiers, that is another thing. Let me see. Water Walmart. Oops. The purifier is wrong. I dumb the crap. No camping. Camping. Yeah, these. You're going to need these. Okay, I have a couple of these in my Jeep, in my bag. I got a bag in my car at all times with an extra change of clothes, a rain suit, some extra pants, uniform shirt, a regular shirt in case you gotta disappear. Okay, always keep that. Gotta do some crazy junk. Always have you a change of clothes in there. Always. Okay. Use these different purifier types. I know Walmart, carries these. They're like $30. But you get I say maybe what, 100 to 200 gallons of water out of them. Purifying. So you're not drinking that much. You can make them last, but the whole point is to stock them up. Stock up. I say have at least 30 of them. And another thing with this whole being prepared business, the messed up side comes when, you know, you got all of this stuff. Okay? You got all this stuff, and you're going to have to keep it somewhere. People going to be coming. If you do not own your house, you're going to be in an apartment. You know? Are you going to safeguard your supplies? Do you have enough bullets to do that? Because that's the only way you're going to do it. Yeah, Truth Teller 68 says everybody should already have a bug out bag. But then again, where you gonna bug out to? I'm wondering. I'm like, okay, where you gonna bug out to? Everybody for the past 15 years has been talking about, the day the junk hits the fan. Okay? Past 15 years. We've been talking about that, and you think, the higher ups haven't been watching too? They watching. This is why they trying to buy up all the land. Because obviously you're gonna be going to some random land somewhere. If they bought it up, you can't be out there. These people are very strategic and evil. What I see is people gonna have to come together and run mission on these fools. It's just gonna have to happen. In order for you to get these people off our back, off our neck, fools gotta be deleted. They gotta, get kicked off the cliff like in the Super Mario game. Gotta kick them fools off the cliff. You understand? I don't want to hurt nobody, but that time has passed. It's messed up how we don't want to hurt anybody, but they stay hurting us. So I'm just like, all right, bet. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. We're not going to have, and this is the sad part. Think about when you look at social media. Who is prepared? You can tell. You can do a percentage, estimation about the amount of us who are actually prepared by the types of things that people post online. Look at the likes, underwear, you know, look at the likes. Anywhere people posting some relationship bull crap, somebody cheating on somebody, some you get thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hits, likes, and shares and junk. Let it be something on some education. You might get 500 likes or shares, if that. Let it be on some morality junk. Man, you probably get 2 likes, and they might send you a pack of speed stick. The most disgusting deodorant on the face of the earth, other than dial soap. The orange junk. They might send you that. And 2 likes. Survival, dudes think they going just go to the government. It's the end game. Government not gonna give a damn. They're gonna shoot you. Or just take you back into slavery. Straight like that. I can see goofy Negroes, especially these gang members, opting to go right back in freaking slavery. I can see it. Think about it. I was talking about today. Where's all of these gang members when all of this stuff is going down? Where's all the gang members? They'd be all over social media, shooting each other on Facebook, live. Dude be live on his little phone, be outside. I was just at my kid's house. I went out there to see him before I did my live. They was talking that gang, this new stupid gang lingo. Dude be on live. Hey, dude, on folk them grave. What the hell is that? Who's folk in them? And why you at their grave? I'm just trying. Why you at somebody's grave? And you swearing on these dudes, folk in them? Who is folk in them? Who is that? I don't know. But they be on the phone on live. Folk them. All of a sudden, pow! He on the ground. His phone's still recording. He's talking to people on the live. Oh Lord, they done shot me. Vote them. Oh, oh. Somebody called 911. Vote them. At least the gangsters of our time and times before were smart. They had enough smarts to get the hell off the phone. Or just not be doing a publicity stunt in your rival's neighborhood. Like, the hell are you doing? But where are these gang members? They know where to be found. Anytime there's something important that needs to be done, like when we was going to Stone Mountain, responding to that political leader or whatever his name was, the sheriff or whatever. No gang members. When we went to Breonna Taylor, no gang members. Oh, they was on the sidelines making noise and disrupting and throwing water bottles at us. You know, acting like ops. But other than that, no gang members in attendance. And that junk is suspect. We literally had gang members lined up on the side, bickering and moaning and crying, talking about, we don't need y'all here, man. We don't need y'all here, man, because y'all making us look bad. I'm like, okay. What was you doing before we got here? We was handling our city, my nigga. Know what I'm saying? We was like, handling your city. All we got to do is look up Louisville, Kentucky, weeks before, and we're gonna see what? Gang violence in the city. Ron shot Shan in the face. Shonda got shot in the lace front. Her hairline will never be the same. Just clowns. They literally was fighting us on the sidelines. Had to get in between dudes. I'm like, one dude that was in our ranks, he was a whole crip, and he was trying to do right by the Moose. He had his fringes and stuff on. You know, I rock with old dude. You know, he was all right, but I had to get on him. I was like, bro, these dudes hit you in the head with a damn water bottle. What do you think they trying to do? Who you think they trying to? What you think they trying to incite here? Okay, you got a whole gun, sir. You're surrounded by us. If you shoot, you think 12 people behind you is not going to shoot too? There's cops on the roof. They gonna damn shoot. Then guess what? We gotta turn back and shoot on them dudes. That's what kind of situation we had. And I had to make them stop. I'm like, bro, they idiots. They ops. If they was really about that life, they'd be over here on our side with us. It's like, you out here, you a whole crib, but you over here, you trying to change your life and chase the most high, but these idiots over here, you know, no. That's what we had out there. That's where the gang members are, doing clown, dummy niggy stuff. I told my dude yesterday, I was like, bro, I think these gang members are 100% ops, because they only do stuff when it's a disruption to the neighborhood. They never around when it comes to anything good. They never around to defend. It could be a whole, assault, female assaulter. We're gonna use that. It could be a whole female assaulter in there. You just taking stuff that don't belong to them from the female. Okay. And no gang members in sight. Not a voluntary clip, not an honorary blood. None of them nowhere. So I wonder what they're gonna do. Cause I know in this city, we stay seeing news broadcasts about little dudes being caught up in drive-bys. I'm like, who they driving by on? Cause I know my cars got shot up in my neighborhood before I left. Get out of here. I know one night there was a shootout in the old neighborhood I used to live in before I started driving trucks, man. There was a shootout. No, this was when I came back from driving and I took a break because dummy niggas had shot up, my kid's mom's car. And they crashed into mine. I was like, okay. I was sleeping in the Jeep and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I heard some shots. I was like, who is these idiots? So I grabbed my junk and I run to the other side of the neighborhood and see these idiots shooting at each other, point blank range. It was just like the nigga moment on Boondocks. It was just like that. I was like, all these bullets y'all wasting, y'all looking right at each other, and none of you hit nobody. Nobody was hit. I know at least 20 bullets was fired. I'm just standing there with my gun. I'm like, look at these idiots. I mean, it's just like on Boondocks. They was firing at each other with their head turned. Oh, my nigga, my nigga. If you scared to shoot, put the gun down and go your dumb ass in the house. I hate it here, man. This is the wackest place ever, man. I'm just like, okay, we got militarily trained individuals in the neighborhood. And I was like, bro, I could easily have got you and the rest of them fools straight out of the paint. Easy. Not even hard. I can't stand it, man. I hate gang members. I don't like drug dealers. I don't. I would totally be Omar from friggin' uh The Wire. No homo. Minus the homo. Okay. Minus that. Yeah. Go in the house. As Son Temple says, go in the house, go to bed, and go to sleep. In that order. Matter of fact, go in the house, brush your teeth first, because you're a little baby. Put your pajamas on, the footy kind. Put your little pajama cap on, because you're a super damn baby. And go your dumb ass to sleep. With the teddy bear. Turning your head to shoot at somebody. The crap. And there's kids that live out there. And where they were shooting was right at the place where the kids be playing all day and all night. The kids live right in the 4 apartment complex, the 4 apartment buildings they were shooting in between. Like they could have hit anybody's house and hit somebody's kid. Easy. Not even hard. This is where the gang members are. Folk Nam. And the grave, whatever the hell that means. Dumbasses hanging out in cemeteries and junk with them skinny jeans on. How you a gangster with skinny freaking jeans? That's boy. I would be so upset. if somebody shot me and I died and they dumbass killed me with some skinny jeans on. Boy, my sons, hey, don't let me go out like that. You find that fool, you rip them damn jeans off that fool, and you hang that fool with them damn jeans. Get you some switches. Whip the hell out of that fool, and then choke him with them jeans. Skinny jeans gangsters. The crap? Who is this? I don't get it. These dudes be having hella kids with every female ever. I'm like, okay, you like these dudes? These dudes be the ones that have a skinny jean on. Okay, you got, I won't say skinny jeans. It's jean. It's one thing because it's so damn skinny. It's one piece of material. Then you actually got a belt on with it, but you sagging the skinny jean under your butt crack with the belt on, so you can't even pull the pants up. So now, not only do you got a butt crack puff in the back and your junk looking all popping and junk, but now you walking weird with a Glock in the front with a switch on it. And a tight damn hoodie on, and it's 2,000 degrees on, and you got the hoodie so damn tight you can only see out the front like what's his name, Kenny? Crap out of here. Sun Temple says, I always wonder why they never wear suspenders. Why you old school? Ain't nothing wrong with suspenders, but these dudes never seen a suspender in their life. You say suspenders, they gonna think about school. What you talk about suspenders, my nigga? I ain't at school no more. Oh. But anyway, man, let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. I just want to show y'all a couple of things, so you can know there's more to warfare than guns. Okay? There's more to warfare than just, than some marching and junk. No, you gotta survive and drink water in order to pull a trigger. If you dehydrated and you got a super migraine, you're gonna die. Who cares about how many bullets you got? You dead. You got to be able to drink water. Can't drink any because you don't have any. You need to know where to find some. Okay? Kind of food you gonna have? Food ain't gonna be no McDonald's. Hope you wasn't going to McDonald's anyway. But not gonna be any fast food and no food nowhere. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay? There's more, but this is just, some basic junk. Okay? Next time I'm gonna have my videos outlined and I'm gonna have everything in the professional. But I'm still trying to, get used to the flow of it. Because it's not pre-recorded like I did, in my other software. So this is different for me. Yeah. But I do love my peeps. People, those of you that show up, that's cool. There's people, I guess I am shadow banned, so you might not ever receive the notification that I'm going live. That's probably why the people don't come back anymore anyway. But yeah, just check back on my channel every day or every other day to see if I'm going. I might leave a message in my community side to say I'm going live or whatever. But just check. Because I'm shadow banned. Right. Either way. Love you all. Thank you all for attending my rants and my little goofy jokes and crazy voices and junk. And talking about folk name and all of that. And I don't know what the hell it is. Okay. Y'all be safe. Say your prayers to the Most High or whatever you pray to and for yourself. And love you all. Good night.
Everybody gangsta, but we never see you flexing on your true enemies. Hey, I forgive myself for what I plan to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you. Your destruction is my goal. I decided to let you know you are done here. I call upon the spirit of the beast sleeping inside our people to awaken. I call for the spirit of warfare to come sit upon us outside. Hey, I forgive myself for what I plan to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you. Your destruction is my goal. I decided to let you know you are done here. All of your tricks, all of your schemes, evil dreams, and all of your lies, all of your murdering my people in the scheme of things just seems to be buying us time. Time to prepare, and shake this irrational fear of you. Time for us to shave our hair to prepare for the final fight with you. Hey, I forgive myself for what I plan to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you. Your destruction is my goal. I decided to let you know you are done here. Murder is your pleasure, kill for less. A devil tester, evil jester, nigga blesser. Always running with the beast. Whenever you get around, bullets flying, people dying, baby crying. Hear the siren, all destruction must increase. Government cooperation and alignment. Your assignment is to murder all the people of originality. You are never to be trusted. So disgusting is your presence. Manchurian candidate will destroy new society. Everybody gangsta, but we never see you flexing on your true enemies. Hey, I forgive